Hello, thank you for joining me. I just got in from my walk along the salt line. I did try to sit on a bench at the side of the salt line to record this, but the wind picked up a bit and it was buffeting, and I know I have learnt by experience that affects the camera, affects the sound. So I gave up, came home, and I've popped down into my summer house. Yeah, I've cut out the buffeting of the wind. Sadly, I can't cut out the traffic going past on the lane, so apologies for that. So what I'd wanted to say was that I finished my walk by doing a little circuit onto a lovely little lane. And if you've followed me for long, then you'll know that I'm a sucker for little Cheshire lanes. This particular lane has had a lot of wear and tear over the past years. There's been a huge house on, I think it's about 50 acres of a plot that's been built there. And the building has been going on for some number of years now. And I looked it up on Google and they reckon £90 million. Whether that's so or not, I have no idea. The pluses are it has provided occupation for the builders, the designers, the electronics people, more about that in a minute, and the guys who sit in cars stopping traffic or directing the lorries. I suppose for some people, sitting in a car doing nothing for a lot of the time would be a good job, but it would drive me round the bend. But this house is approached by a driveway that is surrounded by tall, probably about 8-foot white walls. And then when you channel in through the walls, there's a little sort of entrance block with floor to ceiling windows. I can only assume that it's going to be some sort of security, because the whole place is surrounded by high fencing. Things like a garden and a tennis court are apparently sunken, assuming so that people can't see. And there are cameras galore. So I was thinking, gosh, maybe having lots and lots of money isn't all it's cracked up to be. Because if you have got to spend so much money on including security, but also ensuring that you have a degree of privacy, I'm sure that I would feel that I was being locked in as well as people being kept out, but maybe that's just me. And I'm glad that I've just got my little cottage and I can wave to people that I know, people that I don't know, as I'm sitting in my conservatory and they turn to see what's going on. I'm absolutely fine with that. So maybe, as I say, it's not quite the dream situation that so many people ponder about. Okay, there's a lot of people a lot worse off. People without homes, people who sofa surf, people who live on the streets. So that's the other extreme. and you can't compare them because they are opposite extremes. For me, I'm happy being not even halfway along. I'm a bit of the way along. And I consider myself lucky. Then I think, well, is it luck? I work blooming hard. I used to work at least 6 days a week. And before I started teaching, I did any job that I could to bring in some money when my sons were small, and I wanted to be around for them rather than away doing a course that I knew would take a lot of time. So I worked hard, and I've saved. I'm of that generation, post-war child, when saving was built into our psyche. It was what we did. We hadn't got things like credit cards, so we couldn't go and use our plastic to buy something we wanted. We saved. And I remember saving for my first ever washing machine, first ever television. And boy, did I appreciate it when they arrived. So saving has something to recommend it. But of course, you've got to have some money coming in for you to be able to do it. And for sadly a lot of people, that's going to be trying at present, because with the economic situation as it is, the cost of fuel as it is, heating and eating are the two priorities. Mortgage rates have gone up, so there's going to be a lot of people who will be watching the pennies, as my mum used to say. So I will love you and leave you, and turn around and spend a pleasant little while watching the birds when I can do this without disturbing them. So thank you for joining me. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.